I've told you 1,000 times, Chester. It's the number of blind dates I've been on when no one's turned up, followed by the worrying number... Oh. Hello, Professor Klein. I didn't know you were attending this evening.
Good evening, Dr. Magnus. It was all a bit last minute, I think.
Chester, did you know about this?
If you could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Not you.
Sorry, Dr. Magnus.
Are you not staying, Chester?
Yes. Where are you going, Mr. Mims? Sit down.
Didn't you just...
Professor Klein and I think you have a lot to add.
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
This is more like it, yes. Everything's in its place.
You okay, Colin?
Why can't I just be... Glad you're not singing.
Why would I be singing?
Who's the mouse?
Bozeman booked her last minute. Also, there's a new script on the auto cue, and he says you're to talk about love.
Who does? Bozeman? Has he lost his fucking mind?
It's a night of smiles, Jeremy. Try one on for size.
Jeremy Dawson. Professional matchmaker, apparently.
Goodness, I hope we won't be needing one of those.
A matchmaker? God, no. The very thought.
Sorry,
ridiculous.
mate. Bozeman held me up. Did he ask you to...
Cupid here, just relay the message.
I heard that.
Well, I think you'd look really good with wings on, actually.
10 seconds.
And a nappy.
That's a look.
Okay. 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 13th of March, 1985, and this is a Channel 1 special event hosted by your national nightly news team.
What is happiness? It's a question that has baffled artists and poets since the dawn of time, from the primitive caveman romantically rendering his intended unconscious with a simple stone club to the jazzmen in their spooky clubs, loosening libidos with each daring new progression.
Or the audience, tap, tappity, tap, tap in their toes to the crazy rhythms of the mysterious night in an effort to unwrap her most intimate secrets. Who wrote this?
Bozeman, apparently.
Is he having a midlife crisis?
And yet she eludes us, this fragile happiness that flits from heart to heart, staying only as a guest until, of course, we are found by our true love and our heart starts to beat in syncopation with another.
For when we are in love, every moment is happy, every sound a melody, every face is radiant, beautiful and engrossing as an alley cat.
And when they find the first word ever scrawled to the cave walls in the flickering light of that primitive flame, you can bet your soul that that word would be love.
Or even jazz.
So don't move that dial, stick with Channel 1 all evening as we bring you
The Night of Love.
Hey, 45 seconds back.
What was that?
I think that's what Bozeman thinks free-flowing jazz sounds like.
I definitely was sick in my mouth a little bit.
Well, this is awkward.
Why is that?
Oh, no reason.
Is it hot in here? I'm perspiring.
Oh, here. Charles, let me out.
Kath, can we powder down the doctor? No need for that, Professor Klein.
Yes. Of course.
10 seconds. Kath! I'm so sorry. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, that's enough.
Welcome back. Not long now until we take a trip to Planet Bliss. So let's meet the interplanetary cat who'll be our cosmic tour guide, Dr. Charles Magnus.
Good evening.
And with you, you have today...
Chester Mims, 24.
This is Professor Delores Klein. She works in the Department of Emotional Resonance and has been responsible for fine-tuning the crystal molecules at the heart of the emitter.
Goodness, that sounds like such an important job, Doctor.
Professor Klein.
So sorry, of course, Professor
no, please
Klein.
call me Delores. Professor Klein sounds like my grandfather.
Surely not the Professor Klein, inventor of the verb.
Yes, that's him.
My goodness, what a contribution to history. At least until Florence came along and stole your thunder.
Please don't use the F word in front of Professor Klein.
Yes, she finds it very upsetting.
But I didn't use the F word, I just said Florence.
Will you stop saying that?
What, Florence?
Oh, those things cost us everything we had. My grandfather died destitute. crushed under a crate of his favourite worms he was trying to get down from the top shelf to polish.
Now! Do you see what you've done? I've a good mind to cancel this experiment and walk off the show.
Oh, Doctor, please,
No,
no.
Charles, you mustn't. We've all worked too hard for too long. I will control my unmanageable rage. I apologise for my outburst, Mr. Donaldson.
That really wasn't an outburst. it's
Never apologise for your passion, Delores. It's what makes you so impeccable at your job.
Impeccable.
I might even say precise.
You say the nicest things, Charles.
So when the device is switched on, will we all experience love?
Oh, Christ, no. That would be catastrophic. People in love are mentally ill. They shouldn't be allowed to fly aeroplanes or perform sensitive tasks. No, our device will simply bring about a sense of contentment.
Love can be terribly painful.
Yes. Best avoided. Probably.
There's enough subtext there to fill a poetry book, but apparently we are going to lift the needle from the grooves of the record of love and take a trip downriver to the white waters of Advance HQ for the sounds and stylings of the country's most powerful couple. I am guessing that means we're talking to the Prime Ministers. So.
who, just to be clear, are in no way romantically involved.
Well, that's probably a good thing. There's no place for romance in the workplace, after all.
Can't say I disagree.
Makes it hard to concentrate. I've heard.
Yes. So have I. That's what I've heard too.
Let's go to that message now.
Okay, that's about a minute back. Lovely stuff. Can we get you all over to the device now, please?
I very much appreciated your calming my rage, Charles.
Your passions clearly run deep, Delores.
I'm sorry for laying them bare like that.
Probably the biochemistry.
I just can't bear the idea of you never experiencing happiness.
Nor I, Dr. Magnus.
I have concurrent feelings about you, Delores. Is the Prime Minister reading a poem?
10 seconds, opening on Megan. Stand by, Chester. 5, 4, 3.
Fantastic, the Prime Minister's there, and of course without the assets and wealth funding you received.
We'd still be making prototypes out of hope.
And you are Chester.
Chester Mims, 24. I'm attracted to badgers, some shelving units, and women between the ages of 22 and 51.
You're going to press the button, are you?
Oh, I rather think the three of us should push it. Don't you, Professor Klein? Why don't you, put your hand on top of mine?
Yes, of course.
That's right. And, Dr. Magnus, why don't you put your hand on Professor Klein's? That's right.
Are you all right, Charles?
I feel a bit dizzy, if I'm honest.
Do you need to sit down?
No. No, I think I need to say something. Something I should have said a long time ago.
Well, perhaps you should say it during the break, Dr. Magnus.
No.
No, you're right. How silly of me. What was I thinking?
Okay, I think we're going to get a counter on the screen there. We're going in 10, 9, 8, 7. Come on, Dr. Magnus. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I love